What's up, guys? Obviously, as you are all aware, the SEC is on a suing spree, starting with Binance yesterday and then with Coinbase today, listing a bunch of altcoins in their claims as securities and so on. Overall, not great news. Now, I'm not going to take a stance here and go into the details about it now, but stay tuned for my live stream on Friday, as this will be a topic. But for now, let's see what the effects were on the actual price action. I'm going to be focusing on the daily and under in this video. I'll take a look more at the weekly chart on the short Thursday video. A few important levels to note on the chart here. May high is at 29,820. Our May low, which is now swept, was at 25,812. So that put in a June low, basically yesterday during all of the FUD and price action. 25,351. So we are reclaiming our May low. Personally, I think that that's a good sign in light of all the FUD, that we're pulling back over this key level. All right, now for the wedge. Most people took this off their charts when they saw the price action break down yesterday. However, if you do that, you don't really have true higher time frame confirmation, right? So we are bouncing off of the bottom here pretty hard so far, forming a bullish hammer. In terms of horizontal supports and resistances, we didn't quite come down and make it down as far as this 25K-ish area. But honestly, front running people's bids and stuff like that is a pretty common thing for Bitcoin. So this doesn't really come as a surprise. But right now, the price needs a really good bounce. I would say a reclaim of maybe 26.3 would be good, to see if we get some continuation. So if we look at the OBV, we can see that we're actually getting a flat bottom here compared to the price action that made a lower low. This is known as exaggerated bullish divergence. However, that's a very weak form of divergence. The strongest is hidden divergence, but so far on this time frame, we're not seeing any evidence of that yet. However, on the MACD, there is some regular bullish divergence here, which is a good thing. I mean, it's stronger, but I would take that with a grain of salt. Besides these news events causing a lot of funds moving around, the volume through most of this overall has been pretty flat. So if we come down to a 1 hour chart, we can see that we've got a major level of support and resistance here that dates back all the way to March. But if we zoom in, we can see exactly how this level has played a role here, acting as key support before. Now we're just trying to flip that back into support. If we bring up our indicators, we can see that there was a much larger pronounced bullish divergence on the RSI. Probably most of the reason why this lower time frame ended up bouncing a little bit. And our OBV, for the most part, is just looking pretty consistent here. So our 15-minute chart now has now put in a nice range. I literally just drew these. We're just tapping this right now. For a continuation, we really do need to be flipping this line at 26,145. This level is actually from a previous low time frame inverse head and shoulders, where the shoulders tapped over here. I don't know why, but I wanted to mention that because I've noticed lately that those levels end up playing a key role later in the price action. So honestly, I think that if volume keeps up here and we can flip that level, maybe we end up, getting some help with a liquidation cascade and end up moving higher. All right, so highblockcapital.com liquidation heat map on the 7-day. Looks like we swept most of what was below us down here in this big pocket. We didn't quite get down to, those mid 24,000, 25,000 liquidations. This move down was also helped by just an absolutely massive amount of short open interest that was actually opening up before the move down yesterday. That looks like it might just be closing out now. Maybe that's the reason for the pop. So that was likely insiders that knew about the news before we got it. So if we move up here more, we'll likely cause a lot more of those shorts to end up puking those positions. But we don't have another big area of liquidity up until near 28K. And right now I don't seeing us getting there in just one shot. So if we bring up the 12-hour here and we zoom in, okay, so it's clear that we've swept, this small pocket of liquidity so far to the top side here. And with momentum, I can definitely see that 26.5K test, at least on a wick or something. But that should give us the close above, like 26.3 or so that we really need. All right, so let's come over to the individualized view over here, and we'll actually filter these out just to make it a little easier to see. All right, so there's a bunch of liquidity still open here. I think in total, if you factor in all of them, it's still about 12 billion here. With these filtered, it's about 4.5. So since we filtered this out, we can get a little bit of a clearer picture and just zoom in here on this. And once again, we can see like 26.5. That's going to be like a key area. There's a pretty good block in here of 50 and 100x liquidations. So we'll see how it goes. If the bulls keep up the momentum and head up to 26.5, I don't see a reason why we couldn't work up to 28K, but for now, we need to take it level by level because of the market FUD. So if you're trading this, just make conservative plays. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube with the link in the tweet for Beers and Bitcoins, my stream on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And I'll do another one of these short update videos before that on Thursday. So also make sure to follow @VenomAlgo for updates on my strategy as well. Right now, you can actually use the code ANTIVENOM and get 15% off of your first month. But besides that, until next time, happy trading.